know I'm right now, but so hey everyone, literally this is like an adventure of our life. So we went out to eat for my birthday, and Kaya forgot her purse in the restaurant. So we had to drive back. I'm changing my pants. So we had to drive back to get it, and we were already like, what, 45 minutes away from my house because we are heading to Atlanta in the morning. So we had to turn back around. Like, there was no choice, or she would not get on this plane with us tomorrow. So I'm all right at that though. About to do this. Oh wow. So we get here. No, first of all, we're calling back to back because ain't nobody. We didn't even tell them the story about what happened in the freaking restaurant.
Oh,
that would be a story time.
They gotta hear that.
That would be a story time for like maybe tomorrow when we're about to board the plane. I'll tell you. But yeah. So we playing phone tag with the people at the restaurant because we're trying to figure out if we can come and pick up our bag. And so we finally get here, and she goes in and gets her bag, comes out with 3 waters. Like, how did you finagle that one?
I walked in, I was like, can I get a Sprite?
They was like, yeah, sure.
I was like, how much is a small Sprite? No, they don't got no small. It was like, I'll go talk to John. He comes out, I was like, can I get 2 waters? He asked someone else, he's like, yeah, sure, no problem. I remember you was on the house. I was like, thank you. Other dude comes out, you still want a Sprite? It's on the house.
Yep.
Okay.
You sure can be, and that is definitely what we deserve, because you want to know why? This experience at this freaking Fridays was ridiculous, and they need to shut down or get new management, because that was just sad. It's completely sad, like crazy.
So at 7, left at 9.
Literally.
45.
Literally. So yeah, we're gonna save that story time for later on because it's definitely worth the listen.
It's juicy.
Is it though? It's very interesting, I can say that. Definitely, my dreams done ripped more than they were supposed to. Like, it was up my thigh. Like, look at this hole. That ain't even a hole anymore. Like, these is going to trash. Look at this. It was all the way up my thigh. Like, it was all the way up there.
Time to go.
Yep. So now,
do I got everything? Hold up. Do I got everything?
I was about to say, check in them pockets, girl. That's for me, thanks.
Yep. Got you some water.
We was mad thirsty.
Great. Charge your lashes. Great.
Your cards and everything.
Oh, I didn't even think to look at that.
You ain't had no money in there?
I took everything out of my purse.
Let me mix my water.
It's good.
Paper.
Okay.
No, it's good.
Oh yeah, got it.
Everything is in there?
Everything.
Alright.
That I need.
Here we go.
See you.
So yeah, this is already turning out to be an adventure. We was halfway to Boston, like 45 minutes into our drive, and then she realized she forgot her bag. So it's okay. We had to turn around. We turned around, and we better get back on this highway.
It's time to go.
And we're not going to sleep tonight because we gotta get on our plane or leave the house for our plane at like 3 in the morning, because our flight's at 5 something. So we will definitely keep y'all posted on. I just pray there's no other shenanigans, but with our luck there just might be. So I will let y'all know what it is when there's something else interesting. And yeah.
I like to use big words I don't understand, so it makes me sound more
photosynthesis. Okay everyone, so we are waiting for my aunt and uncle to get here, and we have about less than an hour before they arrive.
Sweet.
Now, like I said in the last clip, they are coming from Atlanta, and we are in Tennessee, Nashville. So we're waiting for them to come. So I figured since we're waiting and it's nice and quiet, I can actually do my story time from the other night because it was quite interesting. So I'll start off with the whole day in general. So as you may know, if you don't, my birthday was Tuesday, March 23rd, and my husband had said that he had wanted to take me out on Saturday. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, I am planning to go to Atlanta on Sunday, so we will, I mean, I don't plan to drive to Boston right away on Saturday, so we can just go right after we go out to eat. Now, me thinking it's me and him for a date for my birthday, because he even told me that our aunt was gonna keep Caleb. So Saturday rolls around and I'm getting ready in the bathroom, and then he comes to tell me, oh, I'm gonna go to AutoZone real quick, and then I'll be right back, but I'm gonna take your car. And I'm like, okay, like not even thinking nothing of it.
Nashville Predators. Welcome to Music City at Nashville International Airport. Many bags look the same. To ensure you have your bag, please check each luggage tag before leaving the baggage claim area. Thanks for flying Nashville.
Okay, so before I was rudely interrupted, beep, Caleb. So he comes and he takes my key or whatever, and then he goes. He comes back and my dog is barking like out of control, and I'm like, well, why is my dog barking so much? Because if it's him, she wouldn't be barking like that. If anything, she'd be like happy to see him coming through the door. So comes to find out, my cousin came in the door. Oh, she's gonna kill me. My sister came in the door. And I'm like, hi, like thrown off, because I did not know that she was going to come to my house, because I was supposed to be meeting them in Boston. Surprise! To catch our flight the next morning. So she's like, surprise! So he had planned this whole thing for like all of my best friends and sisters to come to celebrate my birthday with us on Saturday and go to Fridays. So that was that. Everybody didn't come that he had invited, but a nice crowd came. So we went to Fridays. Now this is where it gets crazy. Get out of here. This is where it gets a little ridiculous. So we went to Fridays, and right off the rip, like it was the worst customer service ever that I feel like I've ever experienced going to any kind of restaurant, like in my entire life. That might be a stretch, but this is the only one that I can remember as of right now. So the hostess, she was in the front, nice and dry, like when I tell you, hi, hello, who do you, how many, like not really, like, you know, like, hey, how's it going, how's everybody, do you have reservations, yada yada yada. She literally was like down in the dumps and we were trying to figure out like why. So like when I say this girl was a swift ninja, she would like bounce, but she would be bouncing, but she wouldn't be doing anything. Like she would come to the front and then she walks it back, and come to the front and walks it back, but she would just be moving. So in between her moving around, she would like say, oh, my manager will be with you right in a second. Then she'll leave. She'll come back. Oh, I didn't know that we did reservations, so I'm gonna go check on that for you real quick, and then leave and then come back. And then one of the her co-workers came, and they was about to ask her a question. Before they could even ask a question, she was gone. And they turned around like, what? And we were all just standing there like, what is going on? Now, at the end of all of that bouncing back and forth, all she had to do was check the iPad to see if our names was on the thing, because they do reservations. So the manager comes, he checks my husband's name, and then we're seated at the table probably 2 minutes later. Like, that's all she had to do. Now, then she did make a disclaimer and say that she was new there. She didn't know all the ropes. And they pretty much had her, you know, doing everything. She just had to figure it out. That's what it seemed like. So we finally sit at the table, and there is me, my husband, Caleb, and Kaya. And then we were waiting for 2 of our other cousins to come. Now, when we're waiting, the waitress is a boy. Waitress. I like that one better, not waiter. Waitress came and he asked if we wanted something to drink. So we, excuse me? Don't do that. Don't do that.
Get out.
You're gonna fall. He asked if we wanted something to drink, so he was like, oh, we're still waiting for a couple of people to come, so do you mind if we just wait a few minutes? Now, this few minutes that we thought was going to be about 5 turned into 10. They had came and they were sitting, we was all sitting for a while. The waitress finally came to the table and was like, okay, what can I get y'all to drink? He took everybody's order, and then like, I feel like everything after this just went downhill. So he took everybody's order of drinks. He left. 10 minutes passed by. Came back. Took everybody's order for food. Left. For 20 minutes. He came back. Left. Brought our drinks. Left. About another 20 minutes passes by. Then one of our cousins sees that he's typing on the computer now. Mind you, if you can do math, you can see that it was more than 10 minutes that we were waiting for our food after we done put in our order for drinks. So what was it? Stop. So my cousin was like, oh, I think that he just put in the order. So I'm like, there's no way, like that just sounds ridiculous. So it feels like it was, because his excuse was why our food didn't come out right away is because he said that it was so busy. Stop, I'm not gonna tell you again. There was a table here, like off to the side. Okay, we were here, and there was a table here, had people. Table on the other side of that had people. Complete emptiness to my left. And then at the far end of the freaking restaurant, there was 2 tables on that side. And then there's no telling who was on the other side of the building, but there was not that many people for the kitchen to be busy like that. So we were like, no, you literally just put in our order and you wanted to make it to be like, oh, you know, the kitchen's busy. No, you just waited to the last minute to put our order in. It didn't. And then when we were waiting after he did that, one of our other cousins asked, like, what was the holdup? Why is it taking so long? They brought out a freaking salad after 40 minutes of sitting there. It's like, did you have to go into the garden and pick up those lettuce out the ground and wash them off? Like, they literally took forever to bring out an appetizer salad. Now, this is the appetizer. Like, this should have been out a long time ago. So then we're like, you know what? It's taking so long for this food to come. The manager kept walking by. Sally McSadson kept walking by. And then our waiter finally came. Our waitress finally came with the food. And my cousin's ribs was cold. My food was lukewarm. It was just, everything was just so bad. Like, the customer service was horrid. So I was asking everybody, like, so who's gonna walk out first? Is it gonna be me and Caleb and then everybody else follows, or what? We didn't do that, but we should have, because their service was trash. So then, what was it? We finally get our bill. We see that they charged us for an adult size chicken fingers and fries for a kid. So we got a couple of dollars taken off of that. And then they did try to be generous and give a tip. It was like, come on. So they finally gave us the bill, whatever. And you know, everybody was trying to be generous and to give something as a tip. And I was like, y'all ain't got to give nothing as a tip because this was just complete trash. So I think one of them gave 5. Oh, Kaya's food got taken off and she didn't have to pay for it because they messed up her whole order and everything was cold and she didn't even want it anymore. I gotta call my mom and tell her to get that food. Oh my god. Yeah. And then after all of that, we finally get on the road and we are about 45 minutes away from my house, almost to Boston, and Kaya realizes she forgot her purse. So we thought that she left it at my house because we stopped there first so that we could use the bathroom before getting on the road. She didn't leave it there. Come to find out, she left it at the restaurant. So we had to turn around and go back and get it. Hey, I was calling to see if you guys can take that food out my back seat because I forgot it in there from yesterday.
Yes, something's down there for me, some ribs, right?
Yeah, if you want it.
Yeah. Hey!
Stop yelling.
Were you on an airplane?
Stop yelling.
You on an airplane?
Yeah.
Was it fun?
He was sleeping.
He slept the whole way. Do it again, Caleb. What would you say? So would you speak in Spanish? No. That was so funny. He don't want to do it no more. Say hey to the vlog. What? It sounds like Spanish.
Taylor, you look cute.
And you put him on the wrong feet again.
Righty then. I don't know if I finished my story.
I don't know, I think I was talking now.
Oh no, so after we went to the restaurant, you guys seen that they gave us some free drinks because Kaya asked for a Sprite and they said it was on the house, and then she got 2 extra waters. So then after that,
That's Kaya's.
no, before we had went back to the restaurant, we had stopped on the side of the highway and I had my hazard lights on, and this guy in like a maintenance tow truck for the highway, he came up behind us and he was sitting there and he's like, hey, like, mind you, we didn't see him walk up. We thought he drove off because he had went to talk to somebody that had stopped behind us. And I'm like, this is not a what's it, like a popular spot to stop on the highway, so why would someone else stop behind us? So then the guy in the maintenance truck, he came after the other person that drove off, and he's like standing at the window, and me and Kai is like searching around the car for her bag, and it was nowhere to be found. And then I look up, he's standing there, and I'm like, ooh. And then he's like, hey. And then I'm like, hi. And he's like, is there anything that I can help you with? I'm like, no, we're looking for something. He was like, is there anything that I can help you with? I'm like, no, we're good, thank you, bye. And he was like, okay, well, just have a safe night, have a good night. He was like, thank you, you too. It was just so crazy because it's like, why would you stop right behind us? And then they didn't talk that whole time. Yeah, and then we like just laughed about the whole situation all the way to the restaurant because it's like, guy, we said no.
Once again, you've arrived from Atlanta on Delta Airlines flight 2015 and you may have...
That's the end of it though. Yeah, right? Because then we drove back to Boston and then we sat up for a little while, talked to my mom and my sister, and then we went to sleep, and then yeah, and then got up and then came to the airport. So now we're actually, yeah, so okay, that's an update. We got on the airplane and the flight was nice. Caleb did an awesome job for his first time. The plane ride was nice and smooth. we get here, we had to wait about 10 minutes for them to bring up his stroller. And then after that, we found out that our flight was canceled. So we had to call our aunt to see what we should do. Either rent a car or she'll come pick us up, or we wait for a flight. Found out that we waited. If we waited for a flight, we would have been waiting here till tomorrow. If we got a rental, we would have spent money out of pocket that was kind of unnecessary because we have a car that we can use there. And then my aunt, you know, volunteered for her and my uncle to come pick us up. And like we said before, we are so thankful and grateful because although we had to wait for them to come get us, you know, we still have a way to get there, and we got a whole week ahead of us. So we're just excited to be here. We can't wait to see all of our cousins and have a good time with everybody, as much as we can, you know, still being safe and social distancing, of course. But yeah, so I think that's it for now. We're waiting for my aunt to come. She should be here less than 15 minutes. So when I have another update, I will let y'all know. But this is how this vacation's going so far, and it's only been what, a couple hours, literally. Yes. Oh, and also just wait for it.
Which way? Left or right?
This one.
Okay. I'm so annoyed.
That's gonna be like our signature thing. And if somebody else try to steal it, we know exactly where it originated from because no.
This is dying.
Go ahead, say it so you can do it too. Get on in here, bonnet girl. What is it? Super bonnets?
Oh wait, I gotta see what she said. The bonnet Power Rangers.
The bonnet Power Rangers. I'm the black Power Ranger. Kayla's the gold one, and I was gonna say Yaya. Kaya's the pink one. Ready? Yeah. Aggie. All right, bye. So. At the bar. My battery's gonna die. It don't smell like roaches. Like, what do roaches smell like? Oh no. Hey everyone, so we are at the Coke Museum and we are going through and seeing how this whole company was made. So I'm not going to talk much, but I'll let you see different things around this museum. Huh?
You get a music, I don't want to get copyrighted.
You want me to get copyrighted?
I don't want to get copyrighted.
Rotated. Test your skills. The assembly line. Workers who operated the early manual capping machine had to be strong and quick. A skilled operator could compress about 350 bottles per hour. How many do you think you can do? Let's see. Oh.
I'm gonna be a vlogger. Oh wait, I think I just pressed something. I pressed that. Okay.
Please. Oh, burn? There's so many different brands.
That's what this is. Yo, Sprite looks to be different. Like, I want to try it.
So different. What happened?
It's like, alright, so you see all these Coke products, right? They actually have it in like a dispenser where you can try each one. But there's one drink that everybody, Eric, everybody, Joy, all of them throw up on, but you have to drink it. First one to throw up loses.
Oh my gosh.
What is this? Oh, I'm really about to hit somebody. Because if we're able to try some, we're doing it, man.
What is it made from?
Water in a bag?
Oh, just us.
Oh.
Yeah, we just got the game. This was years, like, I don't know, I was just talking about it. What is it called?
Hey everyone, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications for more videos that I post in the future. And there will definitely be a part 2. Alright, see you in the next one. Get it, Papa. Go, get it. Okay?